abbreviations has become a way of life. We all use TMI and LOL, among others. When it comes to retirement, here's one you'll need to know. RMD. And that's what we're discussing today with Gary Mattson and Laurel Stewart. The father-daughter team are with Mattson Financial, a full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area. And they're also popular radio show hosts. So we're so glad to have you with us today.
Thank you.
You have piqued our interest. RMD, what exactly does that mean?
So it stands for Required Minimum Distribution. And that's the amount of money that you're required to take out of your qualified accounts. These are like your IRAs and your 401ks once you reach the magical number of 70 and a half.
Okay.
So at 70 and a half, you got to take the money out, and if you don't, it's a 50% penalty.
Okay, so there's no escape here.
Nope.
And so why do we have to be concerned with these at some point?
Well, what happens is it can actually produce a tax bomb, we call it. So what happens is that you have to take the money out, and if you're in a bad situation, that means that the market's done a correction, maybe 20, 30% down, and you have to take out your required minimum distribution. Even though you don't want to, you're losing money. So you could be losing for every dollar you take out, 20 or 30%. So that's one instance where it could be a very, very fatal deal that you're dealing with. So you want to look at that and make sure you're positioned so you don't have those losses.
So are RMDs something that you want to wait on or that you want to deal with right now?
It's something that, we like to plan well ahead of time. When you're getting ready for retirement and we're setting up the different planning buckets to have a conversation, take advantage of any of the conversions and different things that are out there for you.
Mm-hmm. Now, if there's a penalty involved with this also?
Yes, and so that's the one. It's a 50% penalty of what you should have taken out.
Okay.
So it's a big one, and we always talk about that's one of the #1 things that the IRS audits.
Yeah.
So we like to make sure we go through our clients' accounts with them with a fine tooth and comb and make sure that we get that correct for them.
Okay, so you don't want these to sneak up on you because they could potentially turn your retirement upside down.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, it's in the client's duty to do it. There's not a financial advisor, not a CPA that's required to do that. It's the person who has the money is required to do it and keep track of it.
Okay, so how do taxes play a role in all of this?
Well, unfortunately, again, required minimum distributions is based upon the amount of money you have as well as your age. 70 and a half it starts, and it's generally just under 4% to start with. But when you get in your late 80s and early 90s, now it comes to be 9%. And if you have $1 million account that turned into $2 million, so now you have to take out $180,000 as a required minimum distribution in your 90s, that's going to put you in the 46% tax bracket. So we call that the tax bomb. And as you addressed a little earlier, can we do something about that? Yeah, you want to plan, like Laurel said, in the beginning.
And is there a benefit to sending your RMDs to charity?
Absolutely. And the key here is that you don't take the money and then give it to a charity because that becomes a taxable event to you. You want to take the money directly from your IRA or 401k and transfer that directly to the charity. That way you have no incidence of ownership or no tax.
Yeah, that's why it's important to really sit down with folks like yourself that are in the know, because I think these are things that folks don't always think about too, but definitely something that can sneak up on you.
Yes.
And that's what you do all the time with your clients and protecting them and their future.
And that's something we talk about too is, if you're actually going to work and you're contributing to your 401k at your employer and you're going to work past age 70 and a half, that's something that you you might want to look at to say, what are my options? Because sometimes you can, look at one of the options is to roll over to an IRA, but that means now you have to take your required minimum distributions. Whereas if you would leave it at your 401k and you're contributing to it, you actually don't have to take your required minimum distribution for it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the little things that we like to talk about as something to be aware of and plan for.
And speaking of talking with your clients, you have a special for 8 West viewers that you would like to offer.
Yes, so for the first 5 qualified callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, we'd love to invite you into the office, have a cup of coffee with us, and some freshly baked cookies, and let's talk about your retirement, your dreams, goals, and desires, and put a plan together that's right for you.
Yeah, that's great. And so there's a great opportunity there if you're nearing retirement or even just thinking about that, because for some the timeline is different. You can call Mattson Financial. That's why today, first 5 callers offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan. This will allow you all to sit down, personally analyze where you are right now, discuss your best steps to get ready for a successful retirement. The number to call is on your screen, 616-514-3831. Again, this offer is good to the first 5 callers. And so, Gary, Laurel, it's great to have you in our studio, and we look forward to talking with you again next week.
Yes, thanks so much.
Yeah. And we'll be right back with more 8 West. Don't go away.